Morning. We are following the latest developments out of Paris this morning in the wake of the devastating Notre Dame cathedral fire. We want to take you through what we know and what has developed overnight. First, we want to give you live pictures out of Paris right now. This is the aftermath of the fire, 3:49 p.m. a.m. our time. Fire officials announced that the fire has been completely extinguished from the cathedral. This morning, we're getting a look at the aftermath. If we can take you to some of the pictures inside the cathedral, the stained glass window remains intact, as is the golden cross that you see there, which many people on Twitter are pointing to as a sign that their faith cannot be destroyed. Yesterday afternoon, our time, a fire sparked in the 850-year-old church's roof, which is made of centuries-old wooden beams. It took roughly 400 firefighters 9 hours to extinguish. The fire collapsed Notre Dame's iconic spire and destroyed much of the roof, but firefighters managed to save the two bell towers. And just a couple of hours ago, the Paris Fire Brigade tweeted that the structure of the cathedral and the main works of art have been saved. The brigade also praised the hundreds of firefighters who worked to put out the flames. French President Emmanuel Macron has already pledged to rebuild. And overnight, French billionaire Bernard Arnault and his luxury goods company LMVH pledged 200 million euros, about $226 million, to the rebuilding efforts. And about an hour ago, the president of the European Council, Donald Tusk, called on all 28 member states of the EU to help rebuild. The mayor of Paris tweeted out this picture of items that were saved in the fire, which includes the crown of thorns. That is a relic from the Passion of Christ, housed at Notre Dame Cathedral. Here in New York, Cardinal Dolan spoke outside of St. Patrick's Cathedral about the devastation made worse during Holy Week.
Notre Dame Cathedral represents what's most noble, what's most uplifting, what's most inspirational about the human project. I could only imagine, Monsignor Ritchie, what it would do to all of us if a fire struck St. Patrick's. We would all sense that there was a fire in our home, because that's what a cathedral really is. It's a spiritual home.
The Paris prosecutor's office has reportedly started hearing testimony from construction workers who were on site at Notre Dame. Part of the cathedral had been under renovation, but it's not clear yet if that work was at all connected to the fire. Calla and Craig, back to you.
All right, Katie, thank you.